I'm a head of recruitment department at Ciklum, and the job of my team and my job is to get the right specialists for our clients. A lot of our clients ask what is the motivation factor for Belarusian and Ukrainian specialists, and I always say that they are the same people, the same developers as in European countries. It means that the same things might motivate them. It's new technology, cutting-edge technology, it's interest in applications they will be involved in, it's a company itself, methods and maybe new methodology like Scrum, Kanban and so on. Meaning the same as a normal developer would love to have in his professional life: interesting tasks, great managers, and see result of their work. In our model, developers work for our clients. They regard Ciklum as a good infrastructure, as a good company and service provider company. But they do belong to our clients, and when you ask them, are you working for Ciklum or, for example, for Language Wire or for CLI, they would name the company where they belong to, but not Ciklum. For now, if we are talking about top programming languages that are being demanded, they are Java. It's a very hot technology, as a lot of banks, automobile industries, and big enterprises are using application based on Java. Then I would say .NET is still in a very high demand, PHP and of course mobile. But still a lot of clients, they do need QA specialists and testers, and they also in a high demand for each and every team. If to talk about timing, how long it takes us to recruit a team, usually it's about from 6 to 8 weeks, I would say, to hire a person, meaning from the time we start the search until our clients make the final interview and say yes or no to the candidate. And the notice period is between 2 and 4 weeks. So we need to keep in mind the time frame around 10 weeks from the person to be on board. We have kind of two models of our teams and cooperation with the clients. One of them is a supervised team, and this model works well for the clients that are looking for a small team, and they would need a manager dedicated to their team, who would supervise this team, who would set processes, and who would make this team successful and productive, sharing his best practices. And this manager is allocated by Ciklum. We have a huge department of technical consultants that are very experienced, and they can make a startup of such teams very fast and very quickly and productive. And there is an own team structure where our clients, building a big team from the start, 7+ people, for example, would have their own project manager or a scrum master, a manager who would build this team together with them and would be full-time employee the same way as all other team members. A lot of people ask about the level of English and what is the typical one in Ukraine and Belarus. And the majority of Belarusian and Ukrainian developers, they have good level of English. Good, I mean, they can express their thoughts, they would understand on stand-ups and everyday meetings with the clients what they are talking about. But of course, when we are saying about key people in the team, Scrum Master or architects, of course they have around upper intermediate level, I would say. Juniors, they tend to have a little bit lower. If to talk about optimal size of the team, we say to our clients that a team of 7 is a good start. This is going to be a harmonic team where you would have a manager, would have a leader of this team, you would have senior key people, middle levels and junior developers, meaning that it's going to be a harmonic, productive team. But of course not all companies and not all clients are ready to start with such a big size. Then we have this supervised team to start with, where Ciklum Agile Project Manager would take a role of a project manager for the client, doing this job part-time for them and supervising a team of 3 or 4 developers only, and later on they would scale up depending on business needs. When we recruit for our clients, we have our standard recruitment processes, but surely a lot of clients, they have their standard processes on their side, and we try to adjust to client standards and to have several stages of the interviews where we have our processes, but at the same time client would follow the procedure coming from the head office, where they might have their own tests to check the developers. They might have several stages of the interview involving the same people who would interview people from Ciklum, from other parts where they have outsourcing centers, and then they feel comfortable that it's all integrated and we go in line with their expectations. So we are more than happy to adjust to whatever they have. We have a lot of events in Ciklum, and the aim of these events is to show to all our teams that yes, you belong to your clients and you work for your clients, but at the same time you need to benefit from the big size of this huge and great company. So that's why we try to have lots of different practice leaders groups. Practice leaders groups means that we combine knowledge from all the developers we have in-house. We combine knowledge from the clients and from the developers they have on their side, so that it's going to be a huge network where people can get connected based on their maybe technical interests, professional interests, as well as private interests. So yes, we have lots of events each month, more than 100 of them monthly sometimes, in all our locations. And what is interesting about these events, that ideas and I would say area that developers want to cover come from them. It's not us who dictates that we have such a session and you need to join, but it's us who are saying, you know, we have a great opportunity to make these events and to share your knowledge and experience. Let's brainstorm what you would like to get an experience in, what would you like to know more about. And a lot of clients visit our office per month. Sometimes we have busy weeks when around 15 visitors would come to one office only. And then we encourage them to have short talks about the area where they work, about the applications that they are developing, and some know-how that they can share with others. So it's kind of on-move and dynamic world in the company. When we build own teams for our clients, we have several hints how to make the team successful. And one of the hints is to integrate with the team members a lot, meaning to bring them on their side and to visit the team members regularly. They need to feel a part of the company, and in order to make it, we do need to invite them to the office and to see how it is happening in Ciklum world. But at the same time, developers need to go to their client's office and to see how people work, how they communicate to each other on an everyday basis, and to observe this culture. We do a lot of work to retain our developers, as the market is pretty hot. And we do need loyal people, because us and our clients invest a lot of time and money to bring them to speed. So we have several processes inside our company to keep them happy. And one of the main is to conduct development interviews and performance evaluation every 6 months. It means that each team having a retention consultant would have a satisfaction survey where, together with the client, retention consultant would be checking how happy people are in the team, if they're satisfied with everything that is happening, or there are any weak points that we need to improve together. At the same time, there is a constructive feedback coming on the productivity of each and every team member, at least during this evaluation period, where they would feel how good they are performing, what other challenges can come to them, and how they can be appreciated in the next coming months.